In my head, I'm like, oh my god, like if I fuck it up, I'm going to jail. I've really dived into budgeting. We're gonna do our little 12-month saving challenge. Hey everyone, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda and I create lifestyle, entrepreneurship, pop culture, and mindset content on this YouTube channel. And if you guys stick around, join the family and the squad, we'd love to have you here. So as you can see by today's title, we're going to be talking about finances and all that not so fun stuff, because I feel like I want to have like an open conversation around it, because I feel like a lot of people, especially self-employed people, do not talk about it enough, and I want to talk about it. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing some of my personal experiences, especially around the fact of being self-employed, dealing with taxes, getting paid once a month, and all that stuff. So let's just dive right into it. So one, being self-employed. Obviously, being self-employed has many perks, but it also has its challenges that come with it, and we're not going to shy away from it or like push it away or pretend it doesn't exist, because it does exist. One of my biggest, not struggles, but like stressors is taxes as a self-employed person, because when you are like employed at a 9 to 5 or a corporate job or whatever it may be, and you have like an income every 2 weeks, you basically get taxed on that. But when you're self-employed, you have to put your own taxes away. If you live in Canada like I do, and you hit a certain benchmark of income, you have to start charging sales tax, and that's a whole other thing, because then you have to charge sales tax on your Canadian clients. You have to do it every 3 months or something. I don't really know. I'm starting that this year, and I'm like not even like mentally prepared for it. But I feel like my biggest struggle as a self-employed person is navigating and dealing with taxes. Like taxes and money, like that whole side of entrepreneurship is the side that like I am going to be delegating as soon as I can, because it is just so complicated, so confusing. I don't understand it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's like taxes scare me, because in my head I'm like, oh my god, like if I fuck something up, I'm gonna go to jail. Like I know that's like very severe cases. Like if I fuck something up and they're like, oh, you didn't pay this, you have to pay this, I'll just pay it. But in my head, I'm like, oh my god, like if I fuck it up, I'm going to jail. That's me being very overly dramatic and overthinking, but like that's where my mind always goes, and then I stress myself out and I spiral. So yeah, dealing with taxes is probably the most stressful part of entrepreneurship. And the also stressful part is like, for me, when you can do business expenses. So for example, sometimes I go on trips and I end up seeing clients there. We go for dinner, whatever it may be. You can take the flight, hotel, and the dinner as a business expense, because you are doing business while you're there. But then in my head, I'm like, oh my god, like how are they gonna know I'm doing business? Like what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to take pictures of? Blah. And then I spiral again. So a common theme here is spiraling, because that's what I apparently love to do. But yeah, I think it's also cool that you can do tax reductions and business deductions, whatever it may be, when you're self-employed. So like that's a perk, because I'm like, okay, like cool, like if I'm buying this agenda for work, I can deduct it. And then people are like, oh, so you just don't pay? And like, no, obviously that's not the case. But basically what happens is, at the end of the year, let's say I have like $9,000 of business expenses, you can take the $9,000 and subtract it from your overall yearly gross or whatever. I don't know if it's gross or whatever, net, one of them. I know what it is, but I don't know what the term is. But from like your overall, so before taxes and everything, you can subtract it from that, and then basically you pay less taxes at the end of the year because of your business expenses. So that's a fun little perk to know if you're getting into business. Okay, another stressor I want to talk about when being self-employed and money is getting paid once a month. So I know that is on me, but I feel like a lot of self-employed people and business owners that I've spoken to do get paid once a month, especially if you're on YouTube and you're getting AdSense once a month, or if you have brand deals, you also only get paid like every 30 to 90 net days. Like it's a lot, and it was something I feel like I'm starting to finally adjust to, but it's definitely been a struggle, and it's been a lot to adjust to, getting paid once a month versus when I would be getting paid like bi-weekly. I'd be like, okay, like I have this money for 2 weeks, but now I'm like, okay, I have this money for a month. And realistically, 4 weeks is not that long, but sometimes it can be, especially when you're not used to taking the money that you get and like spending it over a whole month. So I've really dived into budgeting. Basically, when I budget, I'm not going to show you it because it has all my numbers and stuff on it. But what I do is, okay, so for February, I'm getting paid X amount. So then I do, okay, credit card one, how much I'm going to put towards it, credit card two, how much I'm putting towards it, save for my monthly phone bill, which is around $100, save for therapy, which is around $167. And then I have general savings that I put money aside to, and then I have everything else. So like for example, for February, I paid for my New York flight that I'm going to at the end of February. Well, in January, I paid for my New York flight that I'm going to at the end of February. But on this pay that I'm getting in February, I'm taking the money that I spent on the flight and I'm putting it towards my credit card. And then I'm going to save some for an LA flight that I have to book for June. Then I'm going to save some for New York spending money. I save some for my dog's grooming appointment. And then I have one section for clothes for New York in case I want to buy some things before I go. And then I want to get a lash lift, so I have that too. So I kind of like look at everything I have to like spend for the month, and then I'll kind of fill everything in and be like, okay, like this is how much I need for this, this is how much I need for this. So then I know what my pay is going towards, and then the rest of it, other than like the general savings, the rest of it will just stay in my checkings, and that's the money I can use. I'm trying to limit my spending a lot. It's a bit difficult because I'm an impulsive buyer, but we're learning to like not do that, and I feel like I've gotten a little bit better. So honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like finances are such a hefty topic, and I feel like we should just talk about it more and like be more open about it and like talk about it. I don't know. I feel like people shy away from like, oh, I make this amount of money, or like, oh, I do this, oh, I struggle with this. Like, I feel like it just needs to be like more of an open discussion, and I wish more people talked about it more, because when I first went into entrepreneurship and I realized I was stressed about money, I was stressed about making money, because at the end of the day, like if you don't hustle and like grind your ass as an entrepreneur, you're not going to make money. And at the end of the day, also, it's not only about money, but if you want to live and you want to do things in your life, it is about money. So it's like a double-edged sword there, but I just hope people get something from this, that like there are struggles and challenges that come financially with being self-employed, with taxes, with budgeting, with getting paid once a month, and with getting clients and getting paid. I feel like now I'm in a very good spot with that. I have a lot of clients and I have a lot of recurring clients, and I'm making more money than I made when I worked at a retail job. So like that is making me happy, but it did take a village to get here. It did take over a year and a half to get here. And at first, when I was starting last year and I wasn't making the same amount as like I would make at a retail job, I was like, oh my God, like did I make the wrong decision? Am I supposed to be an entrepreneur, or am I supposed to just go back to the corporate life, or not go back? I wasn't even in it, but am I supposed to go to that? Because I just, in my head, I was like, oh my God, like all these people online are making like 6 figures in a year of their business starting, and I did not make that. Like, what is wrong with me? And then I had to reel myself back in and be like, okay, Amanda, like this is the internet. I can literally come on here right now and tell you guys I made $700,000 in a year. And some people would believe me because you don't know me like that and you don't know my finances, but I did not make that. So I had to like reel myself back in and be like, okay, people can lie on the internet, and that's a thing. But yeah, struggles with money exist in entrepreneurship, and it's not this glamorous thing. There's taxes you have to deal with, there's budgeting you have to deal with, there's getting paid once a month that you have to deal with. There's a lot of things you have to deal with. But that's my little rant on the finances. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I just want to reel in for the last part and talk about my 12-month saving challenge that I'm doing for myself, and you guys can join if you want. I haven't really spoken about it at all. I spoke about it on TikTok, but we're gonna talk about it here. So this is a little money budget planner thing. So if you open it up, I only have $10 in here right now because I did not get the money, but you're gonna listen, you're gonna hear what the challenge is. So it's very simple. Inside it has little envelope things. So it has January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, so it has all 12 months in here. And basically what my 12-month challenge is that every single week, I put aside around $30 to $100. Of course, again, it depends how much I made that month and how much excess money I have and how much I'm spending and stuff. But my minimum is always going to be $30, and my maximum is always going to be well, if I want to put more than 100 because I'm feeling good and like I have a lot of excess money, then go for it, because I'll just save more at the end of the year. But yeah, minimum $30 every single week. There's no maximum, but I'm just gonna say $100 can be your maximum. And basically what that means is by the end of every month, so if I put $30 away every week for 4 weeks, I'll have $120. $120 for 12 months comes to $1,440. Now you might be thinking $1,440 is actually not that much money, but at the end of the day, it's $1,440 more that you save that you can put towards whatever you want. So That's the minimum that you can make. If you put more, if you put 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, it'll obviously go up, and you can save how, like, literally an endless amount of money. Not endless, that is a lie. You can save a lot of money though. So my challenge, yeah, is every single week to put away minimum $30. Exceed that if you want, go crazy. And then I basically every month I'm going to be stuffing it in here, because from my brain, if I don't see it in my bank account, I don't have it. I forget that cash exists, and if it's in my room when I'm out, I can't use it, right? So this is just the easiest way for me to save, and I was like, okay, this could be a fun little thing. So every single week I will be putting away $30 to $100 probably around, and then at the end of the month I basically take it out of my bank account, I stuff it in here, and we're going to save some money. And I told myself basically what I'm going to do with the money at the end is split it in half. So basically I told myself at the end of the year I'm going to split it into 3. So I'm going to split 1/3 into my TFSA, 1/3 into my RSP, and then the rest is going to be for me to just buy something fun, keep it in my general savings in my bank account, put in my checkings, like use it, have fun with it. So yeah, we're gonna do our little 12-month saving challenge. Please join if you want. Let me know if you want to see like an updated monthly thing in like a vlog or something, because I'm not gonna do a whole video of like this is how much I saved this month, because like it's gonna be a 1-minute video. But I'm planning on posting a little bit more on TikTok about it. So yeah, let me know what you want to see in terms of the 12-month saving challenge. Let me know if you'll join it with me. I know we're already a month in, but you can start in February and it'll still be fine, and then just go till February next year. But yeah, that's the end of this video. It's just a little rant about finances and all that not fun stuff, to be honest. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to me if you're new. I would appreciate it so much if you joined this little community that we got going on. Follow me on Instagram. I post on Instagram a lot. It's Amanda1. Check out my podcasts. Yes, plural. I have one called Behind the Girl Boss, where I chat with women every single week from every walk of life. And then I have one with my best friend Lauren, where we have girl chat every single week. It's called That's So Us. Follow me on TikTok. It's Amanda1. And that's about it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.